You too, what's good with y'all boys, man? It's your boy KingSuperior, aka the Delay Gallop, man. We back with another video, you know what I'm saying? Now look, man, I'm finna be giving y'all boys the first ultimate dribble tutorial of NBA 2K21. Now I know what you thinking, off-rip, King, why are you dropping the ultimate dribble tutorial so late in the game, bro? You should have been dropped this months ago for us. But hold on, listen. I didn't really play 2K21 a lot, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta give me a pass, man. This gonna be the only year I barely give y'all any sauce. I barely give y'all any sauce this year. It's because I barely played the game, you know what I'm saying? 2K22 drops. I'm finna be dropping bangers. I'm finna give y'all the ultimate dribble tutorial within the first month of 2K22. We finna be going crazy 2K22. But look though, you know what I'm saying? We got like a month and a half left on this game, and I know a lot of y'all still be playing this game, bro. And not because I don't really play this game means I don't know how to dribble. I'm actually a good dribbler on this game. I just don't play it a lot, you know what I'm saying? I just don't play at all, to be honest. But I still got sauce that I'm finna show y'all. So look, so as this video progresses, I'm gonna give y'all boys the more advanced, the more complicated moves at the end of the video. I'm gonna give y'all the more easier ones to begin with, and then we're gonna step up and advance and show y'all the little bit more complicated moves. Now, I'm not gonna be showing y'all none of the easy bullshit like curry slides and momentum, bro. We're in 2021, we're in 2K21. If you don't know how to momentum by now, I don't know what to tell you, bro. We've been momentum since 2K16. You need to know how to do those basic stuff by now. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know how to do basic, extremely basic stuff, I have another video. It's called 7 moves you need to learn, or some shit like that. 7 basic moves. Yeah, something along that lines, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll have it in the description. If y'all want basic stuff, go watch that. This video is gonna be a little bit more advanced video, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all, let's jump out into the first move. Also, before we get into all the dribbling, man, go ahead and drop a like on this video, man. You know what I'm saying? These kind of videos take really long because I put all the controls on screen and everything like that. So go ahead and drop a like to help me out, you know what I'm saying? The likes do help out a lot, and I'd really appreciate if y'all boys go ahead and drop a like on this video, man. Alright, so the first move I'm finna show y'all boys is gonna be the between the legs spin back. And after I show y'all how to do this, I'm gonna show y'all another move that you could combo into this. But let me show y'all how to do this first, okay? So here's how you do the between the legs spin back. So for this spin back right here, you're gonna need move and spin basic 1. You know what I'm saying? It's called the basic 1 spin back. So let me show you how to activate this move every single time. So let's say the ball is in your right hands. What you're gonna do is when they're going up the court, you're gonna flick the right stick diagonally downwards to the left, and then you're gonna rotate your right stick from the left side upwards to the top, clockwise to the top, from the left clockwise up to the top, you know what I'm saying? Or you could rotate it from the left counterclockwise down to the bottom. Either way, it's gonna work, you know what I'm saying? With the basic 1 spin back, you can rotate it anywhere, any side, and it's still gonna give you the basic 1 spin back if you're doing it off of between the legs. But the way I personally do it is, if the ball is in my right hand, I'll flick the right stick diagonally down to the left, and then I'll rotate the right stick directly from the left clockwise up to the top, okay? And I'll get that if I'm doing it from my right hand. Now if I'm doing it from my left hand, the way I do it is I'll flick the right stick diagonally downwards to the right, and then I'll rotate the right stick from the right counterclockwise up to the top, and then I get the basic 1 spin back. Now when you get the basic 1 spin back, to shoot immediately off this, you're gonna have to quick stop. Now there's a few different ways to quick stop, but the only quick stop that registers with this move right here is you're gonna tap LT to do a Hesi stop, and then you're gonna shoot. So you're gonna do the basic 1 spin back like I just told you how to do it. Once you get that and your play is going backwards, you're gonna tap LT left trigger to do a stop, and then you're gonna shoot off the basic 1 spin back, okay? Pretty simple. Alright y'all, so the next move I'm gonna show y'all boys is a combo into the move that I just showed you, okay? So it's a momentum cross into a behind the back into a between the legs basic 1 spin back, okay? Now to do this move, you're gonna want to be holding RT, R2, whichever console you're on. Let's say the ball is in your right hands. What you're gonna do is you're gonna flick your right stick direct straight upwards, and then you're gonna push your left stick diagonally upwards to the left, okay? Once your player does the momentum cross while still holding RT and still holding your left stick upwards, you're gonna flick your right stick diagonally downwards to the right. He's gonna put the ball over to his right hand. He's gonna do behind the back over to his right hand, okay? Once the ball comes back over to your right hand, you're gonna release RT, but you're gonna still hold the left trigger, okay? You're still gonna push your left stick up, my bad. And then once you do that, you're gonna flick your right stick diagonally downwards to the left to do between the legs. Once your player does it between the legs, you're gonna rotate your right stick directly from the left clockwise upwards to the top, and then he's gonna do the spin back. And once he runs out off the spin back, you're gonna tap LT to do the Hesi stop and then shoot. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that one more time for y'all boys. So the ball is in your right hands. What you're gonna do is you're gonna hold RT, R2, whichever console you're on. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna flick your right stick straight upwards. Then you're gonna push your left stick diagonally upwards to the left. Your player's gonna do a momentum cross. Once he does the momentum cross, what you're gonna do is, while still holding, pushing your left stick upwards, you're gonna flick your right stick diagonally downwards to the right to do a behind the back. Once your player does the behind the back, you're gonna release RT. While still pushing your left stick upwards, you're gonna flick your right stick diagonally downwards to the left. And then you're gonna rotate your right stick directly from the left clockwise up to the top. Once he does that, he's gonna do the run out. Once he runs out, you're gonna tap LT to do the Hesi stop, and then you're gonna shoot. Okay, pretty simple. Now before I explain how to do it with the ball in the left hand, I need y'all to know there's two very similar moves to this, and I'm gonna show you right now how to do it. I'm gonna show, instead of showing you how to do the same move on the left side, I'm gonna show you the slight variation with the ball in my left hand this time. Okay, so instead of doing the behind the back off the momentum cross, you could do it between the legs. Okay, now it's up to you whichever one you prefer. I personally like the behind the back because it kind of gives you a boost forwards and it gets you by the defender, but you could also do a between the legs. Okay, so it's the same thing. The only difference is instead of the behind the back, you're gonna do it between the legs. So I'm gonna explain. Okay, so for the behind the back, you have to flick your right stick diagonally downwards, either to the left or to the right. But for the between the legs, you're gonna flick your right stick directly to the left or the right. So the ball is in my left hand, and here we're gonna go. All right, so the ball's in your left hand. You're gonna be holding RT, R2, whichever console you're on. What you're gonna do is you're gonna flick your right stick directly upwards. Then you're gonna push your right stick diagonally upwards to the right. I mean, he's gonna do the momentum cross. What you're gonna do is you're gonna flick your right stick to the right. Okay, now instead, if you wanted to do the behind the back, you would flick your right stick diagonally downwards to the left, but we're doing the between the legs right here, so you're gonna flick your right stick directly to the left to do the between the legs. Once you do the between the my god, I just started. Once you do the between the legs, what you're gonna do is you're gonna release right trigger. Then you're gonna flick your right stick diagonally downwards to the right. Then you're gonna rotate your right stick directly from the right, counterclockwise up to the top. He's gonna do the run out, the spin back, and then you're gonna tap LT to do the Hesi stop and then shoot. Okay, now in this situation, sometimes when you're doing when you flick your right stick diagonally downwards to do the basic one spin back, sometimes it will give you the behind the back. So if you do the between the legs one, when you're actually doing the between the legs spin back, it will give you a behind the back spin back. You know what I'm saying? It will give you that because you did it between the legs. So sometimes it'll change on its own, but it doesn't matter. It's still the same. It comes out and it's still as effective. Okay, so that's really all. You can choose if you want to do the between the legs of the momentum, or you want to do a behind the back of the momentum. Either way, it's still the same. The only difference is you're gonna be flicking diagonal down or directly to the left or to the right. I hope you understand. My controls will be on screen. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Now with this same move, you could also do an explosive behind the back off the momentum cross and chain into everything else that I just showed you. Now the only thing you're going to be doing different here, if you want an explosive behind the back instead of a between the legs or a regular behind the back, when you flick the right stick diagonally downwards, you're going to release RT, and you're going to release the left stick and then flick it up. Okay, you know what, I'm going to have to explain because you're probably going to be confused. Okay, so if you want to do explosive behind the back, what you're going to do is, let's say the ball is in your right hands, you're going to be holding RT, R2, whichever console you're on. You're going to flick your right stick upwards. Then you're going to push your left stick diagonally upwards. Okay, he's going to momentum to the right. If you want to do explosive behind the back, what you're going to do right here is you're going to release RT and the left stick, and you're going to flick your right stick diagonally downwards to the right, and then you're going to push your left stick diagonally upwards to the right. Okay, I'm going to explain that one more time because I'm going to explain it one more time. The ball is in your right hand. You're holding RT, R2, whichever console you're on. What you're going to do is you're going to flick your right stick straight upwards. Then you're going to push your right stick diagonally upwards to the left. Once you do the momentum cross, you're going to release RT and the left stick. Then you're going to flick your right stick diagonally downwards to the right, and then push your left stick diagonally upwards to the right, and then he's going to do the momentum cross, and then you chain it into everything else like I just said. So it's going to be, you're going to be doing the explosive behind the back to the right. So what you're going to do, continue doing, is you're going to flick your right stick diagonally downwards to the right, and then you're going to rotate your right stick from the side directly upwards to the top, and then he's going to do the spin back, and then you can shoot. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty simple. You got 3 variations of that move, whichever one you like the best. The explosive behind the back one is the hardest one to get used to, especially if you're delayed. So it's just up to you. You could figure out whichever one you like doing the most and just have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Dribbling is all about having fun and just making it your own. So you could figure out whichever one you want to do, and you could go ahead and do that. Okay. All right. The next move I'm gonna show y'all boys is a very simple move, but it's a very useful move. Now, the only people I ever really see doing this move is comp players. It's a very simple move, and the only reason I'm putting this move in here is because this move could help a lot of people out. I don't see regular players in the park using this. I only see stage players and comp players ever using this, and a lot of you need to be using this, bro. So this move I'm going to be showing y'all is a speed glitch, but it's the faster speed glitch. Now, I see everyone doing the regular speed glitch in the park. The speed glitch that I see everyone doing, and this is the way I taught y'all how to do it. Like the first month when the game came out, way back whenever I made that tutorial, I didn't know about this method at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I see a lot of people doing this older method, which is you flick your right stick up, then you walk, and then you turbo. That's the old speed glitch method. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Now people still use it. You can still use it, but there's a faster way to get the speed glitch. So what you're gonna want to do is it's gonna be an in and out Hesi, bro. It's very simple. So if the ball is in your right hands, all you're gonna do is you're gonna flick your right stick diagonally upwards to the right. Okay, if the ball is in your left hands, you're gonna flick your right stick diagonally upwards to the left. Whichever ball the hand is in, you're gonna flick your right stick diagonally upwards in that angle. Now let me tell you right now, it's gonna look a little bit different depending on what SIGs you have on. Your in and out hesitation is gonna look different depending on your signature styles. Okay, now I see people doing it, and theirs look a little bit different from mine. I was in the micro doing my friend, his look a little bit different from mine because we had different SIGs. So if you try to speed glitch off of this Hesi right here, rather than flicking your right stick up to change the hand, you're gonna get a faster speed glitch animation. Okay, so example, the ball is in your right hands, you're gonna flick your right stick upwards to do the in and out Hesi, and then you're gonna push your left stick diagonally over to the left to walk, to start walking, to start running, slower, jogging, and then you're gonna hold turbo and speed glitch off way faster than the other method. Okay, now you can speed glitch to either side with this. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to push it to the right and then go to the right, or push it to the right and then go to the left. You could go whichever direction you want to go off this Hesi. Okay, but if you're gonna be speed glitching all the time, you need to utilize this method. It's gonna make you speed glitch a lot faster. Okay, there you go, man. Pretty simple. Alright, y'all, so the next move I'm finna show y'all boys is probably the most toxic, overpowered move on this list, and it is the step back spam. Now, I made a tutorial on this about a week or 2 weeks ago, but I'm gonna put it in this video right here because I'm making a compilation of some good moves. So this move is gonna make it in here. Now, to maximize on this move effectiveness, you want to have space creator on Hall of Fame. You can have ankle breaker. Ankle breaker is not necessary, but it helps. But space creator is necessary. Tight handles is necessary. Okay, and if you have shot creating takeover, it's gonna be even more overpowered. And if you buy playmaking boost, it's gonna be almost 100% effective of what I'm about to tell you it does. Now, this move breaks ankles almost every single time you do it. Now, if you have all those stuff that I just told you equipped, you're gonna get an ankle breaker almost 100% of the time. Maybe about 98% of the times that you do this move, which is almost 100, you're gonna get an ankle breaker if you have everything that I just said to equip. So I'm gonna say one more time: space creator, ankle breaker, tight handles, and playmaking boost. Okay, now if you have shot creating takeover as well, it is complete game over for this move right here. Now, as you can see in the clip, I'm breaking the AI every time, and I had it on Hall of Fame. I didn't even know I had my micro on Hall of Fame because I did a 1v1 about a week ago, and I had it on Hall of Fame, and I forgot to change it back to pro. So I'm in here breaking Hall of Fame AIs, and you know how kind of hard it is to break Hall of Fame AIs, and I was breaking them every single possession that I did it. You know what I'm saying? So how to do this move? It is really simple. You're not gonna believe how simple it is. So what you're gonna want to do is, if you're running to the right or to the left, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna flick your right stick straight downwards and then tap LT, flick your right stick downwards, then tap LT, right stick downwards and tap LT. Okay, so basically what you're doing is you step back. You're gonna keep stepping back, but you're gonna tap LT to cancel out the complete animation of the step back, and you can continuously spam it just like that. You know what I'm saying? So you're canceling the animation and spamming it at the same time. This move is very toxic and overpowered. You combine this with the speed glitch and all the other stuff that I'm gonna continue to show in this video, and it's gonna be extremely toxic and overpowered, bro. Alright, y'all, so the next move I'm gonna show y'all boys is the half spin into a reverse half spin. Okay, now a lot of dribble guys used to do this move in 2K20. I don't see a lot of people doing it in 2K21 but you could combo so many different moves out of this move right here. You know what I'm saying? It's like a stepping stone move to trigger combos. You know what I'm saying? I like setting up my fumble cancel with this move. I'm gonna show you how to do the fumble cancel after I'm done showing you how to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I like setting up my fumble cancel with this move right here. Okay. Now to do this move, you cannot have move and spin basic 1 on. You're gonna have to put on move and spin pro 4. Now there's other spins that you could put on, but I feel like move and spin pro 4 is the best one for this right here. Okay, so you're gonna want to go ahead and put on move and spin pro 4 to do this move. All right. So let's say coming up the court, the ball is in your right hands. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna flick your right stick diagonally downwards to the left, and then you're gonna rotate your right stick from the bottom to the top in a clockwise motion. Okay, now once your player does the half spin, what you're gonna do is you're gonna flick your right stick diagonally downwards to the right this time, and then you're gonna rotate your right stick from the bottom to the top in a counter clockwise motion. Okay, and if you want to continue doing it up the court, you're gonna flick it diagonally down to the left again and rotate from the bottom to the top in a clockwise motion. Now you can do this all the way up the court if you want to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna explain one more time, and I'm gonna make it a little bit more easy for you to understand as well. So the ball is in your right hand. You're gonna flick the right stick diagonally down to the left, and then you're gonna rotate your right stick to the left from the bottom to the top. Okay, so that's gonna be clockwise. Okay, and once you do that, you're gonna flick your right stick diagonally down to the right, and then you're gonna rotate your right stick from the bottom to the top to the right. Okay, which is gonna be counterclockwise. You get me? So that's how you do the half spin into the reverse half spin. Now I'm going to show y'all boys how to do the fumble cancel, and I'm going to show you how to do it from this move right here. Now to do the fumble cancel, this is not the only way you could do it. You could do the fumble cancel from any move that lets your player fumbles the ball. Any move that lets your player fumbles the ball, you can do the fumble cancel. But I like to set up the fumble cancel with this move right here. So I'm going to give y'all an example, okay? So the ball is in my right hand. I'm coming up the court. What you're going to do is you're going to flick your right stick diagonally downwards to the right, to the left I mean. Then you're going to rotate your right stick from the bottom to the top in a clockwise motion. Now I can do the fumble cancel off the first half spin, or I could do it off the second half spin. But in this tutorial right here, I'm going to show you how to do it off the first half spin. So let's say you do the first half spin, so you're going to flick your right stick down to the left, then you're going to rotate from the bottom to the top. Once you do the half spin, what you're going to do is you're going to rotate your right stick from the bottom to the top again for a second time right after you do the half spin. Or you could rotate your right stick in a circular motion from any side. Once you just rotate your right stick after the half spin, your player is gonna fumble the ball. Okay, now once he fumbles the ball, immediately you're gonna hold LT, and right before the fumble animation finish, you're gonna release LT to cancel out the fumble. Okay, it's pretty simple. I'm gonna explain that one more time. Okay, so let's say the ball's in your right hand, and this time I'm gonna explain it off like the reverse half spin. So the ball is in your right hand. You're coming up the court. You're gonna flick your right stick diagonally down to the right. Then you're gonna rotate the right diagonally down to the left. If the ball is in your right hand, then you're gonna rotate from the bottom to the top in a clockwise motion. Once he does the half spin, you're gonna flick your right stick diagonally down to the right. Then you're gonna rotate the right stick from the bottom to the top in a counterclockwise motion. Then you're gonna rotate in a counterclockwise motion again, so you can get your player to fumble. As soon as you do that, you're gonna hold the left trigger, or LT, L2, whichever console you're on. As soon as you do the once you get your player to fumble, you're gonna hold LT, and then right before he finishes the animation, you're gonna release the left stick, and then you're gonna cancel out the fumble. Now out of the fumble cancel, I like to do a double cross. So what I like to do personally off the fumble cancel, as soon as I cancel the fumble, I like to flick my right stick up twice so he can do the double cross. And after double cross, you can continue to chain into whatever you want. Okay, and that is how you do the fumble cancel. Now a lot of people, for the other people that made fumble cancels on YouTube, the explanation is very horrible. They tell you to tap LT. You do not want to tap it. If you tap it, you're not gonna cancel the fumble. You actually are gonna fumble, and you're gonna mess up your dribble. So as soon as your player fumbles, that's when you hold the left trigger. You want to hold it, okay? Hold it until the fumble animation is almost complete. Once it's almost complete, that's when you release it. You do not tap it, because if you tap it, it's not gonna make you cancel the fumble, okay? So that's how you do the fumble cancel on 2K21. And like I said before, you do not have to always do this move to do the fumble cancel. If you're actually trying to do some other combos by any chance and you end up fumbling the ball, if you just want to quickly cancel out that fumble, just hold LT and then release it before, and it will cancel out the fumble for you, and you could continue to dribble and continue to combo and do whatever you were doing before the fumble animation kicked in. Okay, alright y'all, so the next move I'm finna show y'all boys is the spin reset. Okay, now for this move right here, you do not need any specific segs for this. You know what I'm saying? I like doing this move on a fast break if you're in front of a taller player. So if you're in front of a taller player, you know you're gonna get blocked on this fast break. If you go to the basket, you could bamboozle him out with this move right here. You know what I'm saying? The spin reset, there's many different ways to use it, but I like using it on a fast break to bamboozle bigs or anyone that's chasing me on the fast break. On my play shot, I know I don't have a high dunk. I'm gonna do a weak layup and get blocked every time, so I never go for layups. I go for this move a lot of the times. So what you're gonna want to do is do the spin reset. Is if you're turboing up the court, the ball is in your right hand while you're turboing up the court, you're gonna rotate your right stick from the right over to the left, and then you're gonna pull the left stick straight downwards while you do that. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that one more time. You're turboing up the court, you're gonna rotate your right stick from the right to the left, and while you rotate the right stick over to the left, you're gonna pull your left stick straight downwards, and he's gonna do the spin reset. Vice versa, if the ball is in your left hand, you're turboing up the court, you're gonna rotate your right stick from the left to the right, and you're gonna pull your right stick straight downwards, and he's gonna do the spin reset, and he's gonna shoot. Now this move is kind of similar to the basic one spin back, but the only difference with this and the basic one spin back is with this move, you do not have to do a quick stop. This move already plants your foot right after doing this move. So right after doing this move, you could go ahead and shoot immediately. With the basic one spin back, you have to do the Hesi stop to shoot. So this is actually quicker than the basic one spin back if you want to get a shot off fast with people trailing you. If someone trailing you, you could also do the basic one spin back, but if someone is trailing you, I don't recommend that you do the basic one spin back. I recommend that you do this because you get to plant your feet and shoot immediately. But it is still up to you if you want to do this or the basic one spin back. It's really a preference thing. I like doing this because I can shoot immediately off it, and yeah. Alright, so the next move I'm gonna show y'all boys is actually I don't even know if this move has a name. I don't know the name of the move. I don't think it has a name. I'm not sure. I usually give moves name. I gave the curry slider name. I give the explosive behind the back the name. I don't know if this has a name. Now someone in my DMs asked me how to do this a couple weeks ago. I was gonna make a dribble tutorial on it. I never did it, so I'm gonna put it in this video. I'm just gonna call it the triple tap. I really don't care or know if it has a name. So basically what this move is, and people been doing this for a while too, you know what I'm saying? People spam it, but you could do it in a way that you could do a speed glitch off of it, okay? So I'm just gonna call it the triple tap speed glitch. It doesn't really matter. We only have like a month left. No one's really gonna run with that name because it's already late in the game. So this is the move right here. You're just gonna do like a triple. You're gonna like bounce the ball, spam between your two hands, and you speed glitch off of it, okay? Like I said, don't know if he has a name, but what you're gonna want to do is, let's say coming up the court, you're gonna want to make sure you're not holding the right trigger turbo. You're gonna make sure that you're not holding that, okay? So to do this, you're just gonna flick your right stick up 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and then speed glitch off of it. That simple, bro. 1, 2, 3, walk turbo. 1, 2, 3 upwards, walk turbo. You know what I'm saying? And now you could also do it with the between the legs. I like the between the legs one a bit more. So what you're gonna do is, let's say the ball's in your right hand, you're gonna flick your right stick over to the left, and then you're gonna flick it up twice. 1, 2, push your right stick, then turbo, you get the speed glitch, okay? If the ball is in your left hand, you're coming up the court, you're gonna flick your right stick to the right, then you're gonna double tap the right stick upwards, 1, 2, walk, then turbo, then you get the speed glitch out of it. This move is really, really good if you're coming up the court. That's the only time this move is really effective, is if you're coming up the court. You utilize the speed glitch off of it. You can do it behind the screen or just outrun a player that cannot keep up with you. It's really hard to guard the speed glitch. It's hard to keep up with it. So if you do this coming up the court, you just speed glitch to wing, and that's an easy 3. I do it all the time, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? The guy that asked me to do this, hopefully you're watching this video. So here's how you do it, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know if this move has a name as yet, but that is how you do it. Alright y'all, so we're gonna get a little bit more advanced now. These moves right here are a little bit more harder to do if you've never done them before, you know what I'm saying? If you struggle with dribbling, these moves, these last 3 moves that I'm gonna show y'all, they're gonna be a little bit tougher, you know what I'm saying? They're a little bit more advanced moves. So the first move I'm gonna show y'all boys is how to do the freeze dribble, you know what I'm saying? I know you probably seen some dribble guys do this. I'm gonna teach y'all boys how to do this, okay? Now to get this move, there's a few ways you could get into this move, but ultimately you want your player to turn sideways. Like when you're doing the moonwalk, like the moonwalk sideways, you need to get your player to turn sideways, okay? I don't know why, but a lot of people struggle with turning sideways this year. A lot of people think it's harder. It's actually easier than 2K20, but a lot of people struggle more on this game to turn sideways. I'm gonna show you guys how simple it is to turn sideways on this game, okay? Now there's two main ways that I turn sideways, and the first way is, let's say the ball is in your right hands. What you're gonna do is you're gonna flick your right stick over to the left, then you're gonna hold RT, and then you're gonna pull your left stick diagonally downwards to the right, okay? I'm gonna repeat that one more time. The ball is in your right hands. What you're gonna do is you're gonna flick your right stick over to the left, then you're gonna hold RT, R2, whichever console you're on, then you're gonna pull your right stick diagonally downwards to the right, and your player should turn sideways. The ball is in your left hands. You're gonna flick your right stick to the right, you're gonna hold RT, and then you're gonna pull your left stick diagonally downwards to the left, okay? And he should turn sideways. Now let me tell you an even easier way to turn sideways. That's already easy. Now I'm gonna tell you an even easier way to turn sideways, okay? The ball is in your right hands, or it doesn't even matter which hands it is for this matter. This one right here, left or right, it's the same way. So the ball is in your either hand, doesn't matter. You're gonna hold RT, R2, whichever console you're on. And all you're gonna do is gonna flick your right stick downwards, straight downwards, and then you're gonna pull your left stick straight downwards. It is that simple. It is literally that simple. I don't understand why people struggle more on this game to turn sideways than in 20 when it's actually easier this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna repeat that one more time. The ball is in either hands. You're gonna hold RT, R2, whichever console you're on, bro. And then you're just gonna flick your right stick straight downwards, and then pull your left stick straight downwards, and boom, you're sideways. That's literally how you turn sideways, okay? Now, I'm gonna show y'all boys how to freeze. Now that you already know how to turn sideways, okay? I'm gonna show y'all boys how to do that freeze glitch like this right here, okay? So here we go. The ball is in your right hands, or either hands, doesn't matter. What you're gonna do is, you're gonna flick your right stick straight downwards. You're gonna pull your left stick straight downwards. Oh, actually, before I explain how to do the freeze, you have to have two things equipped. So you need to have Tight Handles Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? You need to have Tight Handles Hall of Fame, and you need to have Park Moves Part 14 on. You need to have the Park Move 14 on to do this right here. Okay? So here we go. The ball is in your right hands. You're gonna flick your right stick straight downwards. Pull your left stick straight downwards. Then you're going to hold LT, and you're gonna release RT, hold LT, and press in your left stick, and then he's gonna freeze. That simple. Now I know for a fact that if anybody's watching this dribble tutorial and you watch other people try to explain how to do this move, they made it sound like it's the hardest shit in the world, bro. I'm pretty sure. I'm explaining it one more time, okay? The ball is in either hands. You're gonna flick your right stick downwards. Then you're gonna pull your left stick straight downwards, turn your player sideways. As soon as you turn your player sideways, you're gonna release RT and hold the left trigger and press in the left stick, and you're gonna do the freeze dribble. It's really that simple. Now I think you can still hold the right trigger while you're doing this. I'm not sure, I can't remember, but you could try holding with your right trigger, and if it doesn't work with while you're holding the right trigger, then release the right trigger. But either way, it's that simple, okay? It's really that simple, honestly, bro. Now the next move I'm gonna show y'all boys, okay? Now this move might be a little bit difficult for some people. If you're delayed, it is not gonna work for you in the park. I'm a delayed player. I can only do this move in the my court. I cannot do it in the park because I am that delayed, okay? So if you're playing from the Caribbean, you're playing from Africa, you're gonna struggle to do this move online. I'm not saying you cannot, but it's gonna be so damn hard for you to do it online, okay? Now I'm telling you right now, I cannot do this move online. That is how delayed I am, but I'm gonna show you how to do it. You know what I'm saying? You live in America, you should be able to do this no problem, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna show you boys the FG slide. It's one of the most simple moves in the game. Actually, now let me take it back. It's not that simple. It may sound simple, but to get it to trigger, it's actually not as simple. It's all about timing though, okay? But it's a very effective move. It can get you open, you know what I'm saying, for shots in so many different situations, okay? So here we go. Now to do this move, you're gonna need some momentum, right? So let's say the ball is in your right hands, man. What you're gonna do is you're gonna be holding the right trigger, RT, R2, whichever console you're on. You're gonna flick your right stick straight upwards. If the ball is in your right hand, then you're gonna push your left stick diagonally upwards to the left, okay? Now as soon as you get that momentum animation, make sure you get the animation, okay? Once you get that momentum animation, you're gonna hold LT, okay? You're gonna hold LT, then you're gonna flick the right stick down, and as soon as you flick the right stick down, you're just gonna release LT, and you should get that slide. Now I'm not gonna tell you, I'm telling you right now, you're probably not gonna get it on the first couple tries. It's a hard move. It's not really a hard move, but the timing, you have to get that timing, bro. That timing is kind of hard to get. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? The timing is a little bit hard to get. Once you get that timing though, you should be good. I'm gonna explain it one more time for y'all boys though, okay? So the ball is in your right hands, okay? You're gonna hold RT, R2, whatever console you're on. You're gonna flick your right stick straight upwards. Then you're gonna push your left stick diagonally upwards to left to do the momentum cross. As soon as you get that momentum cross, you're gonna hold LT, the left trigger, okay? Now as soon as you hold the left trigger, you're gonna flick your right stick straight downwards, and then you're gonna release LT or L2, whichever console you're on. You should get the FG slide. If the ball is in your left hand, you're gonna hold RT, R2, whichever console you're on. You're gonna flick the right stick straight upwards. You're gonna push the left stick diagonally upwards to the right. He's gonna do the momentum cross. Once he does that, you're gonna hold LT, L2, whichever console you're on. You're gonna flick right stick, and then you're just gonna release LT, and you should get the FG slide. Like I said, it's gonna take some time, it's gonna take some practice. If you're delayed, this move is gonna be really hard for you in the park if you're delayed. Okay, you're gonna struggle. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's really hard to do if you're delayed in the park because of the timing. That's why I don't do a lot of moves in the park, because I cannot do them in the park because I'm that delayed. There's certain moves that takes timing. You have to get the timing right, and this is one of them. When you're delayed, it's hard to get timings like this down because you're just too delayed to tell, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't do a lot of these moves in the park, but I could do it in the micro. I'm a dribble demon in the micro, but once I go online and that 500 ping hits me, bro, I can't do it, bro. I live in Guyana, so I struggle to do a lot of stuff in the park, okay? So for the last and final move in this ultimate dribble tutorial, man, first of all, man, if you made it this far into the video, man, go ahead and drop a like on this video, man. Y'all see how long this video is. I did not intend for this video to be this long. I'm putting a lot of time into this, so if you made it this far, go ahead and drop a like on this video, man, and let me know that you made it this far too, bro. Let me know that you made it to the end of this video. If you did, bro, you a real one. Okay, now for this last move right here, I'm gonna show y'all boys. It's called the BD Cancel. You probably seen a lot of dribble guys do it. Some people explanation on this move is trash. It is so terrible. So I'm gonna explain how to. I don't understand how some people explanation is bad on a simple move, but I'm gonna show y'all boys how to do this move. Okay, now to do this move right here, you're gonna need Tight Handers Hall of Fame, and you're gonna need the park dribble move, the park handle 14, the park move handle, the park move 14. You need park dribble move 14 on. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how easy this move is. Okay, so let's say the ball is in your left hands. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna flick, you're gonna tap the left trigger, and then you're gonna rotate the left stick directly from the left, counterclockwise to the bottom, and you're gonna do the BD cancel. But you want to make sure he actually starts the park handle first. As soon as he starts, so you can't wait too long or it's not going to trigger. And you can't do it too fast either because it's also not going to trigger, okay? So you're gonna tap LT to do the park handles. As soon as you see your player starts to do the animation, you're going to rotate your left stick directly from the left, counterclockwise to the bottom, and then he's gonna do the BD cancel. Okay, if the ball is in your right hand, same thing. You're gonna tap LT to do the park animation. As soon as he does it, you're gonna rotate your left stick from the right clockwise directly down to the bottom, and it's that simple. Okay, like I said, you don't want to do it too fast or it's not gonna work, and you also don't want to do it too late. So as soon as he starts animation, that's when you want to do it. You want to be quick, and you should get the BD cancel. Now with the BD cancel, you could also freeze out of the BD cancel. So right after you do that the BD cancel, you can freeze, you know what I'm saying? You can do the freeze right out of it. You could do a lot of other stuff out of the BD cancel. You could do a double spin, you could do half spins, you could do so many stuff, you know what I'm saying? If you're getting clamped up in a situation of the court, do the BD cancel and it's gonna get you loose from the players. You may see Steezo actually does this a lot. Steezo does this a lot when he gets close to defenders. He does the BD cancel to get him free. So if you're a player that gets clamped up a lot, you're gonna want to use this move, man. If you get clamped up a lot, hit the BD cancel and it's gonna loose you off from the opponents, and you're gonna be free to continue dribbling. Okay, like I said, man, if y'all boys made it this far into the video, I'm gonna thank you for rocking out the entire video with me, you know what I'm saying? Drop a like on this video, man. This video took a very long time to put together. I'm gonna have all the controls on screen, so I already know how long this is gonna take to edit, bro. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, man. My name is KingSuperior. Listen, 2K22, I'm gonna have y'all boys all year with the dribble tutorials, man. I slacked a lot this year. 2K22, I'm gonna have y'all. I promise. 2K22, I'm making a promise to you right now. I'm gonna be dropping hella dribble tutorials for you. I'm not gonna be slacking 2K22. The first month of the game, I'm gonna have y'all back, man. My name is KingSuperior, and I'll holler at y'all boys later, man. Peace.